From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Right now, thousands of residents of northern Gaza are reported to be moving south ahead of a possible ground invasion by the Israeli military. This follows warnings from Israel that it intends to retaliate for deadly attacks by Palestinian militants. A San Jose resident is trying to stay in contact with relatives in Gaza, while his father is choosing to stay put despite those warnings from Israel. And Jewish residents in Petaluma gather for a Sabbath service. A rabbi there says he's hoping his brother in southern Israel can stay safe.
He's very proud to fulfill the lifelong dream of moving to Israel, but it's a scary time.
Good morning. It is Saturday, October 14th. I'm Kelsey Thorin. This morning, explosions rang out and large smoke clouds were visible over Gaza as the conflict with Israel entered its 8th day. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country has only just begun to retaliate for last week's attack Hamas conducted across southern Israel. Israel has since put the Gaza Strip, home to 2.3 million Palestinians, under total siege and bombardment, and bombarded it with airstrikes. Israel dumped thousands of leaflets in Gaza earlier, warning residents to evacuate their homes immediately. Those who could leave packed what they could and headed south. They were told they'd be granted safe passage until 6 a.m. our time. The UN and other humanitarian groups have called the order inhumane, pointing out that there is no food, no water, no electricity, and nowhere for people to go. The Israeli military is reporting hundreds of thousands of Palestinians heeded the warning and have already moved out. Images from Gaza show a mass rush toward the south of the coastal enclave. U.S. officials think there are between 500 and 600 American citizens in Gaza, too. Officials announced this morning Egypt will open a border crossing for the first time in days to allow foreigners in Gaza to get out. There are many here in the Bay Area whose loved ones have been trapped in Gaza, hoping to survive whatever is coming next. Our Betty Yu spoke with a South Bay man who grew up in Gaza and who tells us why some of his family members say they won't evacuate.
San Jose resident Sami Amalfu is pictured here with his parents in Gaza, a place where he was born and raised before he left for college in Jordan.
It's beyond, stressful. It's, today I took actually the day off from work. I couldn't focus on my work.
Sammy works at a Bay Area tech company. His mind and heart are with his family in Gaza. Most of his siblings, nieces and nephews, and his mom fled south since the IDF warned 1 million residents to evacuate within 24 hours for their own safety. His father, who's in his 70s, chose to stay back in the northern Gaza home Sammy grew up in.
His logic was, they're bombing everywhere. So, actually there was even on the way to his point was, telling him to just go and stay with the family at least, so all of you in one place. And he was saying, what guarantees that we're going to get bombed in the way? And he was actually convincing them to stay put.
Sammy's brother is staying behind to watch over their father. Sammy last visited Gaza earlier this summer. He remembers a childhood with periods of peace and violence.
I used to smell tear gas on my way to school almost, every other week or every, when I was 6 and 7. Life was never normal in Gaza since 2005, 2006.
Now he's staying in touch with his family via WhatsApp, hoping they come out of this alive.
It will never end, the cycle of violence that we see there. It will never, because there is occupation. There's people for 15 years, 16 years in Gaza have not had a path for life. They go to school, they go eat, they sleep, but then there is nothing.
Health authorities in Gaza say 1,900 Palestinians have died in Israeli airstrikes, more than half women and children. Israel says it has lost 1,300 people in rocket attacks and attacks on civilians by Hamas. The hostages now being held in Gaza include women and children. A Berkeley PhD student who attended a rally in San Francisco yesterday told us her sister-in-law was kidnapped. These were the last messages she got from her as she was taken.
At 7:30, she texted, "We're surrounded. At 8 a.m., she said, I hear gunshots and blasts. There's fire outside. 8:26 a.m. They're shooting at me, Mom. 8:29. I love you. I love you, Mom. These are the last words we heard from Rimon.
President Biden spent more than an hour on Friday speaking with the families of the 14 American citizens still unaccounted for. Some of them are believed to be in captivity. In an interview with 60 Minutes, the president talked about efforts to get them out.
I say we're going to do everything in our power to find them, everything in our power. And I'm not going to go into the detail of that, but we're working like hell on it.
You can see more of that exclusive interview on America's role in the war this Sunday night at 7 here on KPIX. Now, across the Bay Area, Jewish Americans have been taking time to pause and remember the lives lost. Last night, there was a vigil for peace in Petaluma, with many praying not only for an end to the violence, but for the safety of their loved ones in Israel. Andrea Nakano talked with a rabbi who is trying to stay strong for his congregation as he worries about his brother overseas.
Rabbi Shalom Bachner has lived in Israel himself, but his brother just moved there 2 weeks ago to be surrounded by family and faith. Rockets have been directed at his neighborhood, but so far they have been shot out of the sky. Rabbi Shalom Bachner was just at a baseball game with his brother a month ago. Now there is constant worrying as his brother refuses to come back home.
He's safe, and he's certainly not going anywhere. He's very proud to fulfill the lifelong dream of moving to Israel. But it's a scary time.
He's been watching news updates to see how close the war is getting to his brother's home. The images from Israel have been hard to watch, but feels he needs to stay informed.
It's not easy. There are hours of just complete emotional breakdown and realizing, turn the screen off, turn the news off, take a break, and then you go back and read some more.
I'm from Islamic Center.
This vigil was truly a call for peace as Muslims, Palestinians, and several religious leaders all called for an end to the violence. Many in the community say they needed to be with others that shared their pain and see hope for their future.
I have to wake up and be a mom and wake up and have a job, and it's just too painful. This is it's never been this hard.
There's so much pain and so much fear and hatred out there, and this community feels different to me. It always has.
With Hamas leaders calling for a day of jihad, Rabbi Bachner says there was some concern about safety, but felt it was important to hold Friday's event. Officers with the Petaluma Police Department were there to make sure the vigil remained peaceful.
We can't change the world, but we can change our community, our neighborhood, and hope that that spreads.
Now, there are also Americans in Israel who have had a hard time leaving as dozens of commercial flights have been canceled. The State Department says the first chartered flight carrying U.S. citizens out of Israel has touched down in Greece. Some 20,000 U.S. citizens have reached out to the State Department for help getting out. That includes a mom from Southern California who is trying to make it back home with her 3 kids.
It is confusing. We're having to kind of facilitate calling the embassy, calling whomever we can to get any information, and usually that's none.
Jessica says she and her children have been staying inside a bomb shelter while they wait for instructions. Supporters on both sides of the conflict are gathering in cities across the U.S. Police have increased patrols at rallies and outside religious institutions. CBS's Christian Benvenides reports.
This is what Times Square looked like on Friday as nationwide demonstrations continue to take place over the conflict in Israel, escalating tensions being felt from New York to California and in Florida.
Kill our people, kill our brothers, our sisters, and then they come here and they talk about freeing Palestine?
I'm for the civilians, I'm for the humanitarian crisis.
There is no power, no electricity, no water. They are suffering.
Amid those rising tensions, police are on high alert. Security stepped up at religious institutions. At the Palestinian American Community Center in Clifton, New Jersey, usually their doors are unlocked. Now they're buzzing people in.
Armed security guards will be present at each mosque.
This New York rabbi says congregants are scared to go to their synagogue.
I have an event, a bar mitzvah. Can you please help us find private security that can be at the synagogue? Otherwise, we're not going to do it.
Saturday marks a week since the attack on Israel that started the war. This church group from Washington State was in Jerusalem. They're among the lucky to find their way home.
We had to pivot multiple times, but they pivoted right with us. We stayed together, we prayed together.
In the coming days, the conflict overseas is only expected to intensify. Here at home, more rallies are scheduled throughout the weekend. Officials are warning people to be on high alert.
On Friday, the militant group Hamas called for a day of protests, which prompted those increased patrols and heightened security across the country.
Kind of a cloudy, damp start to the weekend. We're not going to see much in terms of measurable moisture around the Bay Area, but some patchy mist, drizzle might add up to slightly more than a trace, especially along the coast and north of the Golden Gate. High pressure takes over on Sunday, and that is going to result in clearing from south to north and warmer temperatures for tomorrow as well. Today's temperatures are actually going to be pretty close to normal for this time of year. Despite the cloud cover, the coolest inland spots will be in the North Bay, where you have that best chance of drizzle. Otherwise, everybody within 2 or 3 degrees of what's average for mid-October.